Let's look at final exam, question number 61, found on page 246 of Everyday Math Demystified, second edition. We have the same two numbers expressed in scientific notation as we had in the previous question number 60, except instead of multiplying this one by this one, we're now supposed to divide this number by this one, taking significant figures into account and also taking precautions to avoid cumulative rounding errors. Well, in order to avoid cumulative rounding errors, we should wait until we're finished with the calculation before we round off to the appropriate number of significant figures. In this case, that's going to be 3 significant figures, just as it was in the previous question, but of course we're going to get a different result. When we do a quotient like this, what we generally do is we divide the coefficients by each other, and then we divide the powers of 10 by each other separately. So in effect, we get this. From your algebra courses, you'll remember that that's the same as the entire expressions, one on top of the other. Okay, so let's do that. When we take our calculator and divide 7.47 by 4.238427, we get 1.762 446. Let's see, let's take it out a little further. 1.762 446 30. That ought to be plenty far enough, and then some more digits, and it just keeps going on and on and on. But that's going to be good enough to round off to just these 3 significant digits. Then we divide the powers of 10. When you divide powers of 10, you subtract. So we get 10 to the 5 minus 4 power, or 10 to the 1 power. Okay, well, when we multiply something by 10 to the 1, we just multiply it by 10. So we can move this decimal point over 1 like that. Now we get 17.6244630, blah, 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 blah. And we don't need any power of 10 here. In an expression like this, we can just write it out as an ordinary number, and when we round this off to 3 significant digits, we get 17.6. And that, dear viewers, is choice D.